Guys, welcome back to the LFC Cup, and today we'll be previewing probably one of the biggest games in Liverpool's history. I'm saying it out there, or at least in the last decade, because we did have Champions League final and second leg against Barcelona, but this game is huge. I can feel the nerves already, man, and we're still one sleep away. I've been feeling the nerves for a whole week. I've been feeling the nerves since Man City beat Burnley. I was like, oh shit, now we've got problems. But you know, I believe in this team. I have to believe in them. I believe we can get over to the Etihad and honestly win. Man City are wobbling, you know. They didn't look that convincing against Burnley. Let's be honest. They only scored actual goals because of Nick Pope's disaster that day. Against Atletico Madrid, they literally had to rely on a substitute, Phil Foden. Let's not kill ourselves. He's a fantastic footballer. You know, 1 minute on the pitch, he's where he got an assist. That is, you know, how good Man City are. We have to respect their qualities. It's as simple as that, man. Oh my god, this game is getting my fucking head in already. Nerves are through the roof. Well, pretty much, I'm probably saying it for about 95% of the Liverpool fans around the world. I mean, this game is honestly huge. This feels defining. This feels like, yeah, if you don't win, or if you lose this game, you're fucked. If you draw, you still have a chance, because Man City do have that last game against Steven Gerrard, and you know, shit can happen that day. But, you know, we can't rely on Steven Gerrard doing a miracle for us. We just can't. We just got to do it ourselves. Simple as. If we win this game, look, imagine the fucking momentum we will have for the rest of the season. We've already got the Carabao Cup behind us. I mean, that's huge in terms of momentum. To win that midway through the season, take the pressure off of yourself. Like, okay, we've won a trophy. Let's move on and continue winning. Look, we beat Man City. That's gonna feel like a trophy, man. That's honestly gonna feel like a trophy if we beat Man City. And let's be honest, if it wasn't for VAR against Everton, there is an 85% chance that Richarlison tucks the penalty in and we are top of the league. But unfortunately, VAR was not working that day, which is mind-blowing. But I honestly do believe that we will go to that back garden and absolutely whoop them. I truly believe that. Look, the defense is likely going to be Ake and Laporte, right? Maybe John Stones and Laporte, but if Ake's starting, that will raise my confidence up by 10 times more. Like, I mean, Nathan Ake at the back, anything's fucking possible. I mean, that guy's useless. I mean, he wouldn't even just get ahead of a team of Nat Phillips, and he's now on loans. Ruben Dias for them is a huge miss. You know, I wish no players injury, but that is a huge miss for them, and that's like, we have got not 1 foot on the win, of course, because, you know, Ruben Dias is not Man City, but, you know, in terms of how they defend, Ruben Dias is like their Van Dijk, even though he's not as good as Van Dijk. But I think you get what I mean. Ruben Dias is by far and away their best hand, by light years. I mean, light years. Laporte can have a moment of madness like against Crystal Palace. Nathan Ake can be Nathan Ake. So I have hope on those fronts. Right back Kyle Walker. Look, if Luis Diaz starts, he would hate it. He would hate playing Luis Diaz. Because Luis Diaz is so good on the ball. He's going to literally take him on every single time. Kyle Walker is literally a pace merchant. He is nothing else. He's a pace merchant. If you get past him, he's only going to recover back because of his pace. Not because of how fucking good he is defensively. Because he's shite. And we can target their left back. I truly do believe that. Because I don't know who's going to play left back. The likelihood is they'll probably play Cancelo. And we all saw against how he did against Mo Salah at Anfield. Quite abysmal. So we just have to focus on ourselves and just be clinical at the moments we get the chance to score. Let's be real. Man City and Liverpool, right? They're not going to allow each other an inch. So we have to take half chances. Half chances are pretty big in this game, considering you're not the likelihood of having, right, a huge open goal chance against Man City is pretty fucking low. And it's the same for Man City. The chance of having a amazingly good chance against us is very fucking low, considering our back line. And yeah, we just have to be clinical. I don't want any players on this team like having any being bullshit, trying to be the hero, take 5 men on all game long and trying to hope for a miracle. You're gonna be a hero if you fucking win this game. I don't care who scores. I couldn't care less if some of the away fans came onto the pitch and scored. I couldn't care less who scores. If it counts as a goal, I'm all for it. Like, I mean, I don't care if we win 1-0, 10-0, 3-2, 3-1. Hopefully, ideally, it's not mental of a game like 3-2, 4-3, 5-4. That's going to be too much for my emotions to handle. I'll go too ballistic. But we just have to be clinical. And literally, look, perfect example is Luis Diaz-Mane against Benfica. Literally last game. Luis Diaz could have taken the header against him to keep. He could have shot that with his head. Nope, he decided to assist it to Mane. You know, that's what we need against Man City tomorrow. That unselfishness. I don't care who scores. Just if you score, you're double the hero. But if you win, wait, my mind's messed up. If you score the winning goal, right, your fucking hero-ness will go up by ×2. But that's got to account for something big. You get what I mean? So yeah, no bullshit stuff like that. We just gotta get our tactics right. We gotta get our mental state right. We gotta outplay them. Look, we cannot outplay them 90 minutes. They can't outplay them 90 minutes. It's gonna be decided by moments and spells, and that's the tricky bit, because it just depends. Will you take advantage of the the game you have? Because that is gonna be crucial for that game. If you don't, you might lose, and that's going to be stressful. So yeah, let's get into the starting lineup. Look, this starting lineup, I think everyone, about 95% of the Liverpool fans on this planet, would probably choose this team. With maybe a few exceptions up front, but this is what I would personally go up front. So in goal is Alisson, Becker. We're not signing anyone else. No way. Back four, Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip, Trent. I mean, I'm not changing that back line, not even for Konate, who's been very good, but Matip has the experience of playing these huge games, and it makes no sense to change it. Trent, we saw against Man City in the first game at Anfield, he wasn't starting, and we missed so much of his creativity from fucking right back. His passing, he isn't just some cross into the box hope merchant. He passes the ball beautifully, and it can lead to something like a Luis Diaz assist against Benfica. Van Dijk, Matip. I mean, Van Dijk is Van Dijk. He's going to start 100% unless something dramatic happens tonight in training. And Robertson, look, Tsimikas has been amazing, but Robertson needs to start. Robertson is in better form than Tsimikas. Let's get that absolutely 100% right. And he's a better footballer and better left back. And I trust him a lot more defensively than Tsimikas. So yeah. In midfield, everyone's going to choose this midfield. I mean, maybe bar one exception, but you know, I'm not changing this midfield. Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson. I mean, I'm not changing Henderson for anyone. This game is a game of leadership. We need that shit. I mean, we need that shit desperately. Yes, we have Van Dijk, but he's not as good a leader as Henderson. It's as simple as that. Thiago, look, we've had him for so long, but he can't play these big games. Every time we had these big games, he's always been out fucking injured. So we had to put up with a kid or Kader. Kader's fantastic. If Kader starts over Thiago, I have absolutely no fucking problem with that. But I'd rather start Thiago. Because Thiago has that experience playing in huge games. He's probably played in bigger games than this, let's be honest. At Bayern Munich, Champions League nights. I mean, he's played in bigger games than this. And Fabinho, well, he fuck passed the concussion test. If he didn't, I'd be very fucking nervous. He is going to outshine Rodri and show the world and show Jack fucking Wilshere who is the best DM in the fucking world. So yeah. Up front, now this is going to have some variations. I think everyone can agree Salah starts this game without a shadow of doubt. Okay, his form is absolutely shocking, but, oh come on. Big games, big players turn up to big moments in big matches. Look at Benzema against Chelsea. He turned up in the big moments, in the big games. That's what we need to do. That's what Salah needs to do in this game tomorrow. He needs to show up. I'm not asking for him to score the goal he scored against Man City at Anfield. I'm not asking for that. All I'm asking is just contribute to something, to a goal, so contribute to an assist, just anything, just help us achieve the ultimate goal, which is the win. You know, if you contribute in the build-up play, I'm all for that. Now, this is where two positions, false nine and left wing, this is where there's going to be a lot of variations. I would not be surprised if any of the front three, I wouldn't be surprised if anyone starts. But for me, I start Jota and Diaz. Diaz is undroppable after that Benfica game. We cannot, and I mean cannot drop him. He was sensational against Benfica. I mean, the way he just played that game, the way he just kept taking players on. Yeah, sure, he played against Benfica this season, so he's going to have an idea of where their strengths and weaknesses are. But to score an assist in a game that big is huge. And then centre forward, I start Jota. Now, if Bobby is fit, I would not be against Bobby starting. Bobby is currently not seen in training, which is a bit worrying. But I start Jota, man. We need someone clinical. No offense to Bobby, but he is not clinical. If you gave a gilt-edged chance to Bobby, I would not be very comfortable with him shooting it, because he's not going to score. Good chance of that happening anyways. So yeah, I start Jota. And plus, his heading abilities, the way we love to play, surely we have to start. He's got the head. He's so short and scores so many headed goals. I'm not sure how that fucking works. On the bench, Quibin Kelleher, Tsimikas, Konate, Gomez. I'm going to include Joe Gomez on the bench in case the best happens. We are leading. If we're leading, I bring on every defensive player we can have on that bench. I bring on Konate, Gomez, Milner. I mean, bring on anyone defensive. Just make it, literally do the Atletico Madrid and play 5-5. Man City took years to break that shit down. And then they only did it through literally Lodi being a clown. So if we lead, I believe we can win the game if we lead. I don't think they'll score if we lead first. If we score first, they won't score. I'm very confident of that. James Milner, as I said, on the bench, he's on every bench. This is like the perfect game for him to come off the bench and just see this game out for the last 5 minutes. Naby Keita, if we need to score a goal, yeah, you bring him on, of course. Oxlade-Chamberlain, ideally not. Ideally not bring him on if you can really fucking help it. Sadio Mane on the bench, but no Bobby for me because he was not spotted in training. So I'm gonna put on Clutch Origi. Just think, look, if Bobby is fit, he's on the bench all day long. But if he isn't, I'll turn to the man who's scored the biggest goals. It's some of the biggest goals in our history. I'll turn on to Origi. If we need a goal, you sub on Origi. He might be like a shit footballer, but you cannot deny how good he is in front of goal. You cannot deny that shit. So yeah, I have Origi on the bench. You never know. Klopp might even try to fit Origi on the bench against Man City tomorrow. He might. Well, I don't want it to happen, but maybe take out Joe Gomez and maybe put on Origi and put on Bobby if he's fit as well. It's just natural to do that. Now for score prediction. Well, score prediction. Look, if we score first, right, I truly believe we'll see out the game. If Man City score first, I have a feeling it can go back and forwards. It'll turn into something dramatic. Right? I'll take that back. If we score, I think they'll score. So, what do I think the score will be? I think the score will be 2-1. I think we'll concede, but I don't care if we concede 10 goals. If we score 11 goals, it's still 3 points in my eyes. I mean, I think we'll win 2-1. Who's going to score? I don't care who scores. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to say Luis Diaz and Matip scores for the sake of the video. Honestly, I could not give a shit who scores, just as long as you fucking score. And yeah, that's 2-1. And who's going to score for Man City? Well, it's hard to look past probably either Foden or Kevin De Bruyne. No, those are their two most likely scorers. If they're not firing, then that's very good news for us. So yeah, that's going to be a preview for Man City. Hopefully, we in 48 hours time can literally celebrate us one hand on the trophy, on the Premier League trophy, and maybe 2 hands on the quadruple. yeah. See you guys for the watch song tomorrow. I'm not sure what time it is in the UK, but it's literally about 10, 11 o'clock here in Thailand, which is going to be mental crazy for me. I might wake up a couple of neighbors, but I don't give a shit. Fuck the neighbors. So yeah, see you later guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this preview, comment down below your starting 11 and your score prediction for this match. I better hope that there's no Man City fans because they're probably going to say that Man City win. But who cares? So yeah. See you later guys. Bye bye.